Hey guys, hope you're all okay. You join me on this semi-sunny, I think it's Saturday afternoon. Finally, I'm on my new bike. I've actually got to get out for a ride on it. Oh, it's been Christmas, I got so busy at work, I don't have time to get out on it. So yeah, you'll all know from the title what this bike is. Picked it up from Jermaine dropped it off to my house just before Christmas, and yeah, it's my first run out. It's muddier than I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. I'll just have to get on with it. I'll have a little run up and down this track. I'll stop and run over the things I've added to the bike, things that the 6 days version comes with that you don't get on the standard bike. The next video you see will be me with the lads riding out, which will be actually tomorrow, but it might be a separate video. So it might just be quite a quick video, running over the bike, what I think about it, just first impressions, a bit of this and a bit of that really. Yeah, I'm excited. Right, the camera is mounted on the side. It's annoying because I keep catching the mic lead. I've got a chin bar mount to attach the camera here, but that's coming from China. It's a strap thing that it might not work. For now, the camera's there. It could be noisy. I don't know if you can hear me properly. The mic's stuffed up inside the foam of the cheek pad, but it's a bit of a bodge for now. But it's either this or I don't do a video. So yeah, I've got a camera looking at me here, camera looking down there, forward. Yeah, we'll go from there really. So let's get rolling and see how she feels. I've ridden about 2 miles on the road, which isn't ideal on this kind of bike with these tyres being brand new as well, and because I've got tubeless fitted, which I'll chat about in a minute. Yeah, I've got them at 12 psi, so yeah, they're quite squirmy on the road, but it's fine because I only rode about 2 miles, so it's not a big deal. Right, let's get her started up. Oh, the two-stroke, just the sound of the two-stroke. A couple of my mates you'll see in another video, I've got a couple of 4-strokes of these, but I do like the whole smell and the whole ring-ting-ting of the 2-stroke. I love it. Love it. Right, let's get through this mud and go from there, really. Right, let's go. Right, let's go. It's really muddy out here today. No idea how deep these puddles are, but we'll give it a go. But as I have proper off-road tyres on this, unlike my CRF, this just grips. Right, another thing, I've got to do 5 hours on this before it has its first running in service. So I'm just going to take it easy. No point in hooning around, giving it max revs and stuff. Just going to take it easy. Oh no, I can see walkers, not to worry. I will when I get back. I'll be out about an hour on this. I will. There's a checklist in the service manual after an hour about checking just checking the spokes, the tight, and just things like that, torquing up some of the bolts. So I will do that when I get back, and then I'll get my bro to explain to me how I do the next bit, which is after 5 hours. These tyres grip so well. Cheers. Oh, forget how much power this has actually got compared to my CRF. Very, very different bike. But the grip levels are insane with these tyres, just absolutely insane. Stop here for a sec. Getting neutral on this is is virtually impossible. Gaz's was the same. Oh well, I'll leave it to go for a minute. Right, because I'm not very tall, I have to scoot off the seat when I stop, slide my ass cheeks over. I'm only 5'8", but I didn't do the lowering kit to this. I'll see how I get on with it at full height. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, when I'm sat on it, I can touch the floor. Can touch the floor just with both feet, not flat-footed, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Right, let's carry on a little bit further, and I will stop and have a chat. I'll probably go back that way. There was walkers back there, so I'll have to take it a bit easy. I don't know why this body armour sticks out on the Fox armour here. It sticks out like that. Not sure. Gaz's does it too. Anyway, let's roll. Right, let's go. Very slippery, but with these tyres on, the grip is amazing. On my CRF, I would already have probably fallen off, but these tyres are superb. Bloody hell, the back brake on this is super sharp. Just locks up at just the tiniest touch. Well, this has power. Oh, do you know what? The suspension just feels lovely. Just perfect. First impressions of this are just great. Absolutely great. See if we can get neutral. Hey, we've got neutral. Right, so could head that way or head back that way. I'm not sure which way to go now. I don't know. Right, so first impressions. Hang on, let's turn her off. Right, so even just riding that little track there, nothing major. Very slippery, wet grass. Just, yeah, you know, just pretty skiddy. Pretty slippery. First impressions, suspension, sublime. Even, you know, I only went through a few bumps, but just feels spot on. Just, I've got it in map 2. There's a little switch there that comes on with the 6 days. I'll chat about that later, but I've got it in map number 2 setting, which is a softer throttle response. The other one's more for probably racing to give a real raw, harsh throttle response. I'll keep it in 2 for now. Just feels good. Just feels nice. Yeah, really, really nice. Really, really chuffed. Really chuffed. Right, so another little byway that I know. I'll stop up here. There's some soft ground. Put my stand down. I'll stop. I'll have a little chat about the bike. There's a lot of water here. Bloody hell! That was deep. That was deep. I've even got wet gloves. I haven't been down here for ages. Last time I was down here was on the CRF. I was squirming all over the place because the bloody tyres were pants. This bike's way better than I am a rider, as in a bike. So, but I'm gonna enjoy growing into this bike. It'll be fun. Ah, caught by a branch then. This TPI engine's brilliant. Just has power, instant power low down, doesn't bog. It's got good power. And the standing up position, I'm sort of, my back's upright, I can reach the bars fine. Absolutely fine. plan was to stop and show you the bike before it gets covered in crap, but that plan's gone wrong because it's so muddy, as you can see, that my bike's now absolutely filthy. Right, I'll try and stop up here if I can and have a little chat. Don't want to hit that toilet. Bloody people dumping their bloody crap. It's unbelievable. Oh my god, this track is so chewed up. A seriously muddy patch back there. Oh, I nearly dropped the bike. Just had nowhere for my feet to go. It's just pure mud. I saved it. Oh, it's nice to be on this because there's no deep puddles. Oh, that's better. Oh, so much better. It's like gravel. Stop up here. Just trying to keep the revs down till my 5 hours is up, then I can give it a bit more. Just getting used to a new bike, just the feel of it and how light it is, and just it just feels brilliant because it is so light. I think it's dry weight's about 110 kilos, something like that anyway, so it doesn't weigh much, but it just soaks up the bumps. It's so nice, so nice. Right, let's see if we can just stop here. Oh, I can't get neutral, it's really hard. These stands are really hard to fold around. I mean, we're not going to sink. No, we're not going to sink. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. Right, get my phone out and run through the things I've added to it. Just a bit about the 6 days model and go from there. Oh, I'm out of breath. That mud back there just done me in. Right, let's get my phone up rucksack and we'll have a chat. Right guys, got my phone out. I'm talking into my mic, as in from the GoPro, so the sound shouldn't be too bad. It's really windy. I'm in the middle of the fens. You can see where we are, as in there is nothing here. It's just deserted, but it's good. So yeah, right, so this bike, Jim Aim in Braintree looked after me. They were absolute legends. There's a really good deal if you check out their website. I'll put a link to it in the description. They've got, I think it's about £600 off pretty much all their enduro bikes, including well, all the models, the Chilli models, the 2-strokes, the 4-strokes. So check out their website in the description. And the contact there that I use is Alistair and Ben. Mention my name and they'll look after you. They're brilliant guys, really, really good guys. So I went for the Chilli model over the standard. It's about £400 more. But as I got £600 off the list price of the bike, I thought, well, maybe I'll invest that money back into getting the Chilli model. So the Chilli model, obviously, you can see there's different transfers. you get this, I guess that's a quick release for the front wheel or some sort of axle pull or something, I'm not sure what that is. So you get this carbon header pipe cover, I guess it is, for protection. You get an orange frame, you can see down there the frame is orange. You get these triple clamps, but supposedly these alone are about £400. That's what they said. So I'd go for a Chilli Mod over the standard one, you know, without question. It's definitely the way forward. So you get a little label on the exhaust. You get a solid back disc that you don't get on the standard one. I think the sprocket may be different on the 6 days too. It's by Super Sprox. Maybe the chain guard's different, and you get these orange frame guard, well, protectors I guess they are. So that's it really. Oh, and you get the map key in there, 1 and 2. You can just see that there, look. So it was a no-brainer for me to go for the 6 days for the deal I got, and the extra parts I've added, well, you might not be able to see them now. The POLISPORT axle protectors there, and the other side. And the problem with this side, because this is a brand new 2019 model, I had to cut a chunk out of there, because when I put it under the chain guard, it lifted the chain guard onto the chain, onto the wheel. So I contacted the guys that it came from eBay, and they said they were going to look into it for me. But I think they need to redesign this for the 2019 models, unless you remove this, which is all one part of that. You can't, no. So I had to got a hacksaw and just cut a chunk out of it so that could fit flush. What else I've added? Small number plate, very, very small. Maybe not that legal, I guess. Not to worry. The ACERBIS engine guards are a no-brainer. Anyone with these bikes, you've got to fit one of these, well, as in 2 of these. So that side, it protects everything. Oh, forgot to mention, you get a skid plate with the 6 days model, and there you go. That's really good coverage on those engine guards. If you dropped it somewhere, like if we went to Wales and there's rocks and that's good protection, really good protection. I've added the KTM hand guards. They're like Bark Busters, but a bit cheaper. They're solid as a rock, and I just trust in them. I don't want to drop my bike and break a lever. It's not ideal. I've got these little covers for the little brake reservoirs, I suppose they are, the clutch and the brake. I don't know if you can quite work them out. They're ACERBIS, they're little covers. They're a couple of quid. They weren't expensive. So yeah, because it's a brand new bike, I want to try and look after it as best I can. So protect the bike as much as you can, I say, within reason. Oh, rear disc guard. That's KTM. Probably thought I had a tractor. It's KTM. You can see that there. Oh, what else about these little mud grips, a little foam grips. I've got quite sore arthritic fingers, and I find it hard to grip on the bars, so I've got these just to soften out the grips a little bit. They're like grip puppies, but a bit softer. They might fall off after about 2 rides, but they were really cheap, so I thought I'd give those a go. I think that's it really. There's not much else I can say. Get out if you're interested in, you know, if you've got one of these bikes, 4-stroke, 2-stroke, all the stuff's it fits most of them, I think, anyway. These tyres are Metzeler. They're 6 days extreme, and they are extreme tyres. You can see the mud doesn't get in the grooves. The front one's a bit chocked up with mud, but still got knobbles sticking out. That's what I didn't have on the CRF. They just turned into a solid lump of mud. They're a nightmare. So yeah, guys, just any questions, give us a shout. But that's my bike. I'm going to obviously take it out a lot more. You'll get to see a lot more videos of it in the future. But I love it. Oh, one thing I've got coming, I've got some number panels for here, for both sides and for the front. Not the front so much, but these plastics aren't very resilient, and they're not cheap, they're not expensive to buy, but I want to put a number panel on here. It covers the whole of that part, so if I drop it, that'd be a bit more protected. I've got some clear wrap I could have wrapped with it, but it's because it's new. I want to keep it as nice as I can. That's all I'm trying to do. Just keep it as nice looking as possible. Probably keep this 2 years and then ship it in for another one. I think that's probably what I'll do. The finance deal I got on it was brilliant. It's on their website, as I said, Jermaine. It's a generic KTM finance package. Check it out for you guys and see what you think. Oh, I've added my little mirror so I can see what's behind when I'm on the road, and that's invaluable to me. I wouldn't ride without that. That's absolutely superb. Oh, the sun's coming out now. It's looking nice. Right, let's get back on her and head home. Let's start her up. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Right, so as I said, any questions, give me a shout and I'll try and answer them as best I can. But first impressions of this are superb. The thing is, I've ridden Gary, so I've ridden one before anyway, so I knew what it was going to be like. So this was just a quick insight into little bits about the bike, just what I think about it, the parts I've added to it. I've probably forgotten some bits. I will, anything else I remember, I'll let you know in my next video. Bloody hell, that sun's bright, that's for sure. I'm just learning to keep a finger on the clutch and the brake at all times, because you never know what's going to happen. It's good to have that bit of clutch play with that finger. It's good. Oh, this what a machine. So excited to take it to Wales or, you know, somewhere else, somewhere a bit more extreme. It makes a light work of even things like that. There's so much mud on my tyres. I'm running about 12 psi. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I'm running tubeless. For what I want to use this bike for, mooses are probably not the best idea because I guess they can heat up on the road and stuff like that. So I do have a little bit of... Bloody hell, you forget how powerful this thing is. It's amazing. Instant power all the time. But as I said, taking it steady for the first 5 hours. Yeah, because Gaz and Matt have got these same bikes, they're going to show me how to change the oil and the filter and things like that, and well, to clean the air filter. Yeah, I can look in the manual, but it's nice to have someone with you when you do it. People say, these are too high maintenance. I like that you can do things to this. You learn about the bike. You know, I like my little CRF. This is like double the price of the CRF 250, but to me, this is twice the bike. There's no question. It's like a different animal completely. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Right, guys, this is the sketchy bit from before where I smacked my head in a branch. Yeah, normally I'd barrel straight through those puddles, but I'm not going to get wet today. I can't be bothered. It's easier just to ride around here. This is slippery enough as it is on the edge. There's a little path. The problem is standing up, you have to duck for the branches. In the summer down here, it was nowhere near as bad as this, nowhere near as boggy. This was like grass. Now look at it. So chewed up. So chewed up. It's unbelievable. Easier just to go for the mud sometimes. What was that? Chicken. Chicken from the farm. Right guys, just heading back now. I'm out tomorrow with the guys. I'll probably make that a separate video to this one. This is just about the bike, the things I've added to it, and first impressions. So yeah, I'll do as in a part 2 with the lads tomorrow. I think there's Daz on the 350 EXC, Phil on the 350 EXC, Gary on the oh, if he comes, he's got a cold. I don't know if he's alright or not, but he might be coming. Who else is coming? Simon's on his CRF 250. I'm not sure who else is coming. Oh, our mate Stu, bless him, he's got a new bike. He's got a, oh, what's he got? KTM, not a KTM. He's got a, oh no, I always get mixed up with what they are. Oh no, I can't remember what it's called. Let's get through this horrible bit. Fantic, that's it. Stu's got a new Fantic. I think it's a 250, I think. So he's coming out tomorrow as well. So in part 2 of the video, you'll see that. So we're just going to whiz around the fens, just some tracks, have a laugh. There's a bit near the river where there's a jump. We're going to mess around on there. Just going to get the first 5 hours of this out the way. Just taking it steady. That's all I'm going to be doing. Nothing crazy. Just getting used to this bike. But it's just trusting in what this bike can do. If you see something, just go through it, because it will go through it. Whereas my CRF, I was tiptoeing through this kind of stuff because I wasn't too sure if it was going to spin, the tyres were going to let me down. But I know with this is just much more of a weapon. The grip is phenomenal. Oh, it's just got so much power. It's brilliant. It's awesome. Anyway, alright guys, catch you in part 2 when I'm with the other lads, chatting to them about their new bikes, what they've got, and a bit of this and a bit of that. Right, nearly home now. Alright guys, let's take it easy and I'll see you next time. Cheers.